The sun rises over Bamenda, painting the hills in soft gold and casting long shadows across the city's rooftops. But the city is quiet, its usual bustle replaced by a heavy silence, the streets empty, as if holding their breath in fear. In Ikwen, Mama Agnes sits in her small kitchen staring at her empty pot. Her children are still asleep, curled up together, blissfully unaware of the hunger that will greet them when they wake. The last handful of gari is almost gone, the dried fish that once flavored their meals finished days ago, leaving only memories of better times. Once her kitchen was filled with laughter, the clatter of pots, and the aroma of simmering food. Family and neighbors would gather, sharing stories and hope. Now many neighbors have fled, their homes shuttered and silent. The streets echo with emptiness, and the sense of community has faded. Every knock on the door brings a jolt of anxiety. Will it be a friend seeking help or trouble at her doorstep? The market, once bustling with life, is nearly empty. Prices have soared beyond reach, and Mama Agnes's small business has vanished, swept away by the crisis. She faces a daily choice: spend her last coins on a meager meal, or save them and hope for work tomorrow, never knowing what the day will bring. Each decision weighs heavily as she looks out the window, searching for a sign of hope or opportunity. This is survival in Bamenda, where feeding your family is a daily struggle, and every meal is a victory against despair. The sun climbs higher. Soon her children will wake, rubbing their eyes, their first words a quiet question. "Mama, is there food?" Mama Agnes steels herself for the day ahead. She must find a way. She always does, drawing strength from love and necessity. The crisis has stolen peace, but not her resolve. Her spirit remains unbroken, even as the world around her changes. In Bamenda, hope is measured in small acts of courage, comforting a child, sharing a meal, helping a neighbor in need. The day begins, and the struggle continues. But so does hope, quietly, in every determined step Mama Agnes takes. The Northwest and Southwest once fed Cameroon, but conflict has shattered the food chain. Farmers abandon fields, roads are blocked by armed groups, and markets are empty.
I once grew Irish potatoes near Kumbo. Now I'm displaced in Bamenda, surviving on charity.
Food prices have skyrocketed. A cup of rice costs 5 times more than before. Traders risk their lives, passing illegal checkpoints and paying bribes, just to bring food to market. Most families can't afford even basic staples. The broken supply chain is a weapon, starving a generation. Mothers skip meals so children can eat. Families sell their last possessions for food. This is not a natural disaster, it's a man-made famine. Hunger is now a tool of war. For Esther, a single mother in Kumba's displaced settlement, every day is a fight to feed her children. The uncertainty of each morning weighs heavily on her, as she wonders how she will provide even the simplest meal for her family.
Some days I walk for hours hoping for a day's labor. The roads are long and the sun is harsh, but I keep searching because my children depend on me. If I'm lucky, I buy a cup of rice. Sometimes it's barely enough to fill their stomachs, but it's all I can afford. Other days, I gather firewood to sell for a meal. The work is exhausting, but it's the only way to earn a few coins.
Esther often goes hungry herself, sacrificing her own needs so her children can eat. She watches them eat, her heart heavy but grateful for every small meal she can provide. Her eldest son works odd jobs instead of attending school, his dreams put on hold so the family can survive. Her youngest is weakened by malnutrition, his energy fading as food becomes more scarce. Childhood joy has faded, replaced by quiet resilience and a maturity far beyond their years. Across the region, mothers form support groups, share what little they have, and forage for wild vegetables. Together they find strength in community, even when resources are scarce. Their strength is remarkable, but their resources are nearly gone. Each day the struggle grows harder. They don't want handouts, they want safety, work, and a future for their children. Their determination is unwavering, even in the face of hardship. The daily struggle is not just for food, but for dignity. Every meal is a small victory against despair. The crisis has turned survival into a full-time job, demanding every ounce of energy and hope. Hope endures, but it grows thin. Yet in every mother's eyes, you can still see the spark of determination to keep going, no matter what tomorrow brings. In the hills of the Northwest, the search for water is a daily ordeal. Favor and her sister trek 2 hours to a stream, risking attacks along the way.
Our village tap broke years ago. Now the stream is our only source for drinking, cooking, and washing.
The path is dangerous. Stories of abduction haunt every trip. Their mother waits in fear, but thirst leaves no choice. The water is contaminated, but firewood is scarce, so they often drink it unboiled.
This walk is for life itself, but it costs us our safety and our children's education.
Water infrastructure has collapsed, pipes broken, boreholes abandoned. Humanitarian aid struggles to reach these areas. The daily quest for water steals time, health, and hope. For many children, fetching water replaces school. The cycle of thirst and risk never ends. Contaminated water has unleashed a surge of disease: cholera, typhoid, dysentery.
Dr. Endi's clinic is overwhelmed. Children arrive dehydrated, but medicine is scarce.
Many clinics have been attacked or abandoned, staff have fled. Mothers care for sick children at home using unsafe water that caused the illness.
Every illness means lost work and deeper poverty.
Most can't afford treatment, relying on ineffective remedies. The health crisis is a direct result of destroyed water systems. Silent killers claim more lives than bullets.
Clean water is the foundation of health and hope. Without it, recovery is impossible.
Despite hardship and years of conflict, the people of the Anglophone regions show remarkable resilience and determination. Their spirit remains unbroken, even as they face daily challenges that would overwhelm many. Neighbors share what little food they have, women tend to hidden plots of land, and communities quietly warn each other of danger. These acts of solidarity are the foundation of survival here.
We support each other, but we are exhausted. Every day is a struggle, and what we need most is peace. Peace to rest, to rebuild, and to dream again.
True recovery begins with an end to violence. Only then can communities heal and hope return to these villages. Humanitarian aid must reach those in need. Food, clean water, and medicine are urgent. Without these essentials, survival itself is at risk. Infrastructure must be rebuilt. Roads, bridges, and water systems are lifelines for these communities, connecting them to opportunity and hope.
We need seeds, tools, and training to restart our lives. With support, we can grow food, earn a living, and regain our independence.
The people want dignity, not dependency. A chance to work, to provide for their families, and to rebuild their communities with pride. The world must look beyond headlines and see the human suffering, the daily struggles, the hopes, and the courage of ordinary people. Only a political solution can end this crisis for good. Dialogue and understanding are essential for lasting peace. The hunger and thirst in Cameroon is a cry for peace and justice, a plea for the world to act. It's a cry the world can no longer ignore. Every moment of delay deepens the suffering. The future depends on it. The next generation deserves hope, opportunity, and above all, peace.